Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of Man Bites Film. Today we're actually going to be reviewing two great films that I recently saw that I just totally was blown away by these two. The first one is an obvious pick. It's the Coen Brothers. I mean, I started off reviewing this show back a year ago, a little bit over a year ago, reviewing this one of the Coen Brother films, and I guess it just full circle right back to it where it was. I'm going to do something a little different. I'm actually going to show you guys a trailer for this one. This is Burn After Reading. This is, what do you call it, Joey and Ethan Coen film, and this is an 8 out of 10. So I hope you guys enjoy the trailer. I'll see you guys in a second.
Madola found like this CD just lying in a locker.
On the floor there?
Yeah, and it's these files, man.
I'm not comfortable with this.
It was just lying there.
You should put up a note in the ladies' locker room.
Put up a note? Hello? Did anybody lose their secret CIA stuff? I don't think so.
Osborne Cox. Who am I speaking to?
What you're engaged in is blackmail?
I'm a mere good Samaritan.
Give me the CD or bust the money!
I've been working on a cocktail.
It's not gonna go off, is it?
Well, let's get in the other room and find out.
Oh.
You're part of a league of morons.
You can be a spy too, madam.
I am very surprised you did not give us that reward.
What is it?
What is it? Yes.
That's fantastic.
We'll interface with the FBI on this dead body.
No, God, no. Burn the body, get rid of it.
Okay.
That'll give him something to think about.
So, as you could tell from the trailer, Brad Pitt, George Clooney, John Malkovich, J.K. Simmons, Richard Jenkins, all these guys are back for another crazy freaking adventure with the Coen Brothers as at the helm of this masterpiece is what I call it. It's basically about a couple of gym bums, I guess you could say, a bunch of failed CIA agents, and crazy Russians. I mean, what more can you ask for a film and a comedy situation than those three elements? This is hilarious. From the moment that you start this film, you are totally captured, totally grabbed into this world, with opening up with John Malkovich and his crazy wife and just his crazy situation, and George Clooney as the scandalous lover, and it develops little by little, and it is so fun. Such a great watch, so quick. I think the only thing that I had a flaw with was minor stupid details. But this film was beautifully shot, beautifully put together. Some freaking hilarious lines by Brad Pitt specifically. He takes this gym bum instructor idiot crazy persona, and it is so fun. I love it. He does such an over-the-top performance in this, but it just goes so well with his persona in the film, and goes so well with the other chill personas in the film. And there is not a moment of silence in this film. I laughed continuously throughout here. it's just awesome. The Coen brothers, they never write anything or direct anything that just falls flat. In the least, it will have great humor and great lines, and this does justice to all that. This is up there, in my opinion, with Hudsucker Proxy, Barton Fink, those films of theirs that I really enjoyed. This, if you have not watched a Coen Brothers film, you have to watch. This is my type of humor. It's very dark, very out there personas. Their personas are not tethered down into reality. It's so awesome. I love that because they're such extreme characters, and they take this supernatural feel sometimes in their films. Not in this one in particular, but pretty much all their films do some type of supernatural twist to it, and it's interesting. It's what cinema is supposed to be. Fantasy. It's fun to watch. That's what I enjoyed about it. So, Burn After Reading, this one is streaming on Netflix, easy access to watch. The next one will not be. Next one that I want to review is Captain Fantastic. Here's the trailer for that one.
What we created here may be unique in all of human existence.
All the way to the top.
We created a paradise.
What we're doing out here is so incredible. Our kids are amazing.
I miss Mom.
Mom needs to be in the hospital right now. How's she doing? We're a family.
This is your fault.
Leslie had a disease.
Wherever you are, stay there. You show up, I will have you arrested.
We can't go to Mommy's funeral. We have to do what we're told.
We want to see Mom. Grandpa can't impress us.
Some say love.
Right now, this is your first real test. Remember your training.
They have hot dogs.
What's cola?
Poison water.
Well, I'm so happy that our family is together. It's all local and organic.
How did you kill those chickens? With an axe or a knife?
There's a rotisserie chicken, so you buy it on, it's already dead.
The kids need structure. They need to go to a real school.
I sincerely hope you haven't been doing what I think you've been doing.
Your daughter has taught me many things just now. Will you be my wife?
Broke my heart with sticks.
Unless it comes out of a book, I don't know anything!
Swore I'll never.
Even if they make it through whatever it is you're doing to them, they're going to be totally unprepared for the real world.
And I happen to think the opposite is true.
It's child abuse.
That almost hit me.
If I wanted to hit you, I would have hit you.
Hello, Grandpa.
Abby and I have decided that we're going to file for custody of the children.
Will they take us away from you?
That's a possibility. Our children shall be philosopher kings. Makes me so indescribably happy.
So, this is another interesting twist to a very overtold story. Robinson Crusoe, Swiss Family Robinson, that type of story done into film. It's very interesting. 2016, directed by Matt Ross, starring Viggo Mortensen and 6 random children. That's pretty much what it is. 6 random children that are all spawns of Viggo Mortensen and the random wife that you never see in the film. This is an excellent adventure about Viggo Mortensen teaching his kids how to do everything. Education, survive out in the woods. I mean, they're literally out there on their own, and they're able to do everything from education, but not only education, not just memorizing facts, but actually knowing what the hell they're talking about, which is a very important point that they stress throughout this film. This film would have been a 10 out of 10 if it wasn't for the last act. The last act kind of falls apart, but the first 2 acts of this film are so good. You establish the characters of each and every individual child. You know what their persona is, you know what their grasp on this story is, and how they portray themselves. Each one of them have their own persona, and it's not dictated by the father or mother figure in this film, which is pretty freaking awesome. The way they wrote these characters are solid, amazingly acted, and it's so cool to see these 6 children being raised in the woods and out there, and when they're brought back into civilization, the way they interact and the way they kind of associate with society, which they're not used to, is interesting. And that's kind of where it falls apart at the end. It's a little too heavy-handed on the way that they're bringing back, like, oh, you know, you guys are wrong, we're right, get the hell out of here, what you're doing is completely screwed up and messed up. And it gets kind of preachy in that sense, so I didn't enjoy that part, because honestly, I'm a product of this society. I enjoy buying things, I enjoy having nice things and all that stuff. A lot of people do, and it's not because we're missing anything, it's just because we enjoy having nice things and watching movies and stuff like that, enjoying society, enjoying our advances in technology. We don't all need to live like that, like savages. It's interesting to watch people live like that, but I don't think I need to learn how to do that anymore. We've surpassed that, I believe. It's interesting because if there's ever a zombie apocalypse, these 6 kids will be able to survive and teach society how to be what they are again, scums. Which is kind of interesting because it's like, okay, you're teaching them about society, yet they don't see anything wrong with it 100%, yet I don't know, there's some kind of weird thing there that's missing, and there's something off about the film. And the mom figure being like sort of like the what do you call it, the Emperor in Star Wars, that was kind of interesting. They never show the mom, she's just the ghost entity that is there and surrounds this film. It's a very interesting film. It, for lack of a better word, it has a very strong grasp right at the beginning, and then it loses you towards the end. But enjoy it. It's a very enjoyable film, and it is worth buying. I give this an 8 out of 10, even with that flaw at the end. So this is a great film. This is not streaming yet. This is only a 2016 film, so it just recently came out. As soon as it does become streaming, or it is available for very cheap to rent or anything like that, or Redbox, I mean, come on, Redbox, it's perfect. Go check it out on Redbox or something like that. This is something worth going to watch, but it is going to have a limited audience. So I hope you guys enjoyed those 2 trailers and enjoyed those 2 reviews on Captain Fantastic, and the first one, which was Burn After Reading, the Coen Brothers film that I just never saw. So here's a review for those 2. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next week on Man Bites Film.